everything. He was the firstborn of a wealthy man, but he was not satisfied with the best of everything. So he took his possessions in his hand. He traveled far and wide, and he tasted worldly pleasure, but deep inside he was lonely without measure. He wound up in a pig pen, nearly dead. Then he raised his eyes toward heaven and he said, I will arise and go back to my Father's house. I will beg him to forgive all the food I begged. I will arise and go back to my Father's house. I will gladly be a servant if you'll take me back again. Let boss. That's Steve Smith, he's from Canada. I was a young man who had the best of everything. I was the firstborn of a hard-working man, but I was not satisfied with the best of everything. So I took my possessions in hand, traveled far and wide, and I tasted worldly pleasure, but deep inside I was lonely without measure. I wound up in Las Vegas, nearly dead. So I raised my eyes toward heaven and I said, I will arise and go back to my Father's house. I will beg him to forgive me for the fool I begged. I will arise and go back to my Father's house. I will gladly be a servant if he'll take me back again. So I did arise and go back to my Father's house. I said, Father, I'm sick and tired of being alone. So I did arise and go back to my Father's house. Then he wrapped his arms around me and said, son, you're welcome home. Let's Steve Smith. He's from Canada, he's from Sheridan, Arkansas. Brother Rudy Gatlin has a brand new beard.
There's a healing stream that's flowing down from a higher place above, a healing stream where heartaches drown. It's the healing stream of love. So if your heart has been broken too, and you need a new heart from above, dear friend, I say to you, is wade right out in the middle of the healing stream of love. Well, I've been to the stream that's flowing down, so I know what I'm speaking of. It was in that stream that my heartaches drowned. It's the healing stream of love. So if your heart has been broken too, and you need a new heart from above, dear friend, I say to you, is wade right out in the middle of the healing stream of love.
Steve Smith work on this guitar a little bit. Sometimes I play it so good it just can't stay in tune. It can't help itself. Yeah, I was lying to you Canadians about him from Canada. We went up there about 3 weeks ago. Our agent sends us to Canada in December. He must be from Canada. He didn't think it. We were in a place called North Battleford, Saskatchewan.
It's
8 miles south of the North Pole. It was 25 below zero with a wind chill of 40 below zero. You Canadians are hardy people. Any place I go and I walk outside and the hair in my nose freezes before I can get in the bus is too darn cold. That may be more than you needed to know. 10 years ago I was on the golf course in Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas. My cell phone rang, I answered it. This big booming voice said, "Pilgrim?" Yeah. That's what Johnny Cash called me for 30 years, folks. I said, "Hello, JR, how are you?" He said, "I'm fine, Pilgrim. Miss June ain't doing too good. The doctor says she's mighty sick. She ain't gonna make it much longer. But this morning, she leaned over and whispered in my ear that she wants you and those two rascal brothers of yours to sing that Help Me song you wrote. That's her favorite Gatlin Brothers song. She wants you boys to sing it at her funeral, whenever that is." But it was 8 days later. Brother Steve, Brother Rudy, and I were very honored to be asked to sing at June's going away party. She's a heck of a gal, I tell you that. I miss her, I really do. She was wonderful. It was only 4 months later, I was very honored to be asked to help carry my friend, my buddy, my big brother, Johnny Cash, to his final earthly resting place. And this ain't show business, folks. This is God's truth. I looked down at the casket and said, "JR," said, "me and the boys are going to sing and play Help Me every show we ever do the rest of our lives. And we're going to try to sing it real pretty for the folks who paid to get in. We're going to dedicate it to you and Miss June every single time. That's what we've done the last 10 years. And I reckon you good folks will let us do it today, won't you, huh?" Lord, help me walk another mile, just one more mile. I'm tired of walking all alone. Lord, help me smile another smile, just one more smile. I know I just can't make it on my own. Never thought I needed help before. I thought that I could do things all by myself. Can't take anymore. With a